Something wrong? Hey, can you hear me? Oh, yeah. All right. I will skip our vision and our mission. So for this team, I think it's about team two, right? So can one person from team two tell me about the difference between your vision and your mission? Something that you learned from lesson one. Now, who can tell me? Anyone from team two, please?
Like our vision is what we aim to achieve, but like our mission is the steps we're going to take in order to achieve our vision.
Okay, so in your opinion, I'm sorry, I put it wrong. So in your opinion, which one is in long term and which one is in short term? Vision, mission. So which one is the long term and which one is the short term?
I'm sorry. The vision is more long term, and the mission is more short term.
Yes. So it is the right order to point out the thing. So firstly, I have not talked about the content of your mission and vision, but you see that one is about short term and one is about long term. So normally we talk about the short term first, and then we talk about long term later. Because the short term is the one that will lead to the long term. So it is clear for you. So what you need to change now?
The order.
Yes, correct. All right, make sure you talk about the short term things first before you talk about the long term. Okay. So now your mission. We are dedicated to innovating new ideas. Which are reducing environmental impact. I think there's something wrong about the grammar here. Let's check the grammar. If you are not sure about the grammar, you can ask the GPT to double check it for you. But I encourage you to check by yourself first. Promote accessibility and attract on all the world jobs, making the world more sustainable and vibrant tomorrow. And your vision, encourage a new generation of travelers to practice sustainable tourism by providing outstanding eco-friendly lodging without compromising the future of the planet. All right. So I have a question. So in your mission here, you say that you want to attract eco-conscious traveler from all over the world. So this part. So that's what you want to do now, at the moment. So think about this. You're gonna build a hotel, a place that is eco-friendly, right? So if you are saying that you only aim at this type of group, so maybe this one is really limited. All right. So your mission is to provide. I agree that you can provide, promote accessibility, reduce environmental impact, and things like that. But I'm not very into the idea to say that you only attract eco-conscious travelers. Because if you only attract this one, all right, so how you can encourage a new generation of travelers? They are already conscious about the environment, your target customer here in your mission. They are already very aware of the situation. So it doesn't mean that you will encourage a new generation here in your vision in the long term. So you see the point here, Team 2? If you don't really get the point or you need me to clarify the things, so you can ask me to say and explain the things again for you. But my point here is, if you only attract eco-conscious travelers, I mean, they already care about the environment. So it doesn't mean a lot that you will encourage a new generation to practice sustainable tourism. So King, Lâm and James, this, all right. Rồi như vậy các bạn check lại cái chỗ đấy nhá. Cái chỗ này thì nó hơi bị mâu thuẫn với nhau một xíu, tức là trong nó nếu mà cái này người ta đã eco conscious rồi thì như thế đó thì tất nhiên là nó sẽ không có cái new generation chỗ này. Cái đoạn đầu thì ổn nhưng cái đoạn sau thì các bạn nên xem xét lại, nhất là cái chỗ eco explorer này. Rồi the problem, alright, you're gonna define the problem in the market. Quality over sustainability. Again, these two phrases could be overlapped, because the word quality is the one that I would say the biggest one. And in order to say that the quality of the tourism is high, one standard to have a high quality of tourism industry is sustainability. So it means sustainability in general is already a part of the quality. And when you mean a high quality tourism sector, it must be sustainable. You see the point here? Như vậy các bạn có thể check lại cái này nhé, tại vì cái chữ quality ấy thì cơ bản là nó đã mang trong đó, khi mà các bạn nói về high quality thì nó đã bao gồm cái sustainability rồi. Tại vì không có cái sustainability thì tất nhiên cái quality nó sẽ không được định hình là high quality. Yeah. So maybe the problem in Vietnam is we try to attract more and more tourists, and by saying that we are talking about quantity, not quality. So in Vietnam, we try to attract more and more tourists. They could be from everywhere, all over the world. They could be from Korea. They could be from China. They could be from India. And you see that these three markets, for example, they have different behaviors. So for example, tourism, let's say we focus on the market from China. So Chinese tourists, they are famous for going in a big group, like 100, 200, 300 persons. They come, but they spend very little money, and they bring a lot of negative impact on the environment and the society of the destination. Yes, so when you look at the problem, it should be like the quantity, not the quality. Bởi vì cái quality nó đã bao gồm cái sustainability. Nếu các bạn nói là nó có chất lượng thì nó phải có sustainability. But from my experience and from my what I know, and yes, I'm teaching this subject. So the problem of Vietnam tourism sector is like it is trying to attract more and more tourists without considering the capacity of the destination and also the sustainability development in the long term. Alright. Rồi, focus lại chỗ đó nhé. Cái chỗ này nó sẽ không được ổn này. Rồi. Claim they are eco-friendly yet go against their word. Okay, so when you say this, did you do any research to back up this one? Like, do you have any evidence, a solid evidence to prove it?
Yeah.
Okay, so let's say we are talking about this hotel, Amelia. Can you tell me more about this? What's wrong with that?
So Amelia, they say that they're like an eco-friendly, because they're like a big tourist group. Like they have a span of many hotels. They say all their hotels are eco-friendly, but they've recently been boycotted because they dispose waste oil like into like landfills, especially in like Phu Quoc, where like with one of their biggest chains, and they've recently been like called out for it.
Okay, I agree. I suggest that you can do more investigation in that case study. Let's say if they dispose waste into the river, into the sea. So you have to consider the infrastructure of the place, of the destination. So for example, they want to recycle the waste, but like if we don't have any infrastructure, the government has not built anything. So how can they recycle? Right? So maybe it's not really their fault. When you give a name in your example, when you give a name, you need to investigate everything very carefully and very well-roundedly. Yeah, nó có thể là một câu chuyện đúng, nhưng mà các bạn phải bổ sung thêm cái bối cảnh của nó là liệu cái nơi mà nó xả thải ấy, thì nó đã có các hệ thống về xử lý chất thải chưa. Nếu như do cái chính quyền địa phương họ không đầu tư, họ không có cái đó thì bắt buộc bây giờ yes, there's no choice, right? Như vậy để cho cái này nó thuyết phục hơn, nhất là khi các bạn đã dùng cái tên của những cái thương hiệu lớn để mà chứng minh cho mình, thì các bạn bắt buộc phải có những cái nghiên cứu rất là cụ thể. Còn nếu mà nó chỉ là disposed, and think about this one, eco-friendly, it doesn't mean that you don't produce any waste at all. That's impossible. Eco-friendly, it means that you need to follow the regulations to protect the environment of the local government. All right. So maybe the local government in Vietnam, they have different system of regulations compared to other countries. And that's how you're gonna see if they are eco-friendly or not, under which system. Yes. So that's the case. Okay, yes, correct. Okay. Yes, agree. Our solution. Again, cái chỗ này thì sửa lại nhé. Cái chỗ mà sustainability over quality là cái này nó không đúng này. Hồi nãy thầy nhắc chỗ này rồi nhé. Rồi. Bây giờ mấy cái chỗ này là chưa có cái này nhé. Hôm trước thì chúng là mình có các cái phần là mission vision và cái sản phẩm của các bạn. Thì thầy thấy cái sản phẩm của các bạn là cũng là một cái sản phẩm khá là hay. Được chưa? Tuy nhiên là nhớ chỉnh lại những cái chỗ thầy vừa nói. Nhất là tại vì bây giờ các bạn đã bị sai về cái định nghĩa chỗ này ấy, cho nên là cái phần này của bạn nó nên làm lại khá là nhiều nhé, nên sửa lại chỗ này khá là nhiều, tại vì bây giờ nó các bạn đang hiểu được quality rồi nên các bạn làm như thế này, nhưng mà vì cơ bản là nó phải là lớn hơn quantity chứ nó không phải lớn hơn quality, được thế nào. Như vậy đó là cái phần mà nội dung mà hôm trước chúng ta sửa với nhau, là các bạn phải có sản phẩm công ty, có được cái tên sản phẩm, có mission vision, có cái problems và cái đặc tính sản phẩm của bạn rồi. Ok, thì như vậy nhìn chung là teamwork too. Everything so far is alright. I just suggest that you follow my suggestion and improve the first part of your homework. All right. I see that you have a lot of things here, but I don't know why you have finished them already. Like last time when I asked you for the homework, it's only the section 1 in the file, and the section 1 is like the company, the product, the mission, the vision, and some description of your product. All right. Như vậy những cái phần sau này thì cái này là mình chưa có nhá, cái này là mình chưa hề có đụng vào nha, cho nên là mình chưa có, các bạn không nên làm trước, tại vì bây giờ chúng ta mới học đó. Còn hôm trước là mình chỉ học về cái sản phẩm là gì, cái mission vision, cái vấn đề của các bạn giải quyết trên thị trường là gì, nó như vậy thôi. Thì các bạn chỉnh lại tới đây nhé, còn những phần còn lại thì khi nào chúng ta học tới thì chúng ta sẽ có bài về nhà của phần đó và có ảnh sửa. So that is everything about team 2. Now, team 2, if you have any question, you can ask me now. Otherwise, I will move on and I will chart. I will double check team's 1 homework.
May I ask, so like, will we need to change our slides and our product after you gave us comments?
No, I love your product. You don't need to change it. It's just like the way you analyze your product.
Oh. So we don't need to turn in like the edit of our products, right?
The audit of what?
The edit, like the part after you gave us comment and we edit it and we will give it
Yeah,
to
you just keep update the file on the link, and then I can read it from my side. You don't have to send it to me. As long as you update in the same place, I can read it.
Okay.
Yes, thank you so much, Quinn. Now, team 2, if you don't have any question, I can go on. And now it's time for team 1. Very creative ideas. Give me a second. Yes, here we go. So before we start, can anyone from team 1 tell me what type of tourist product that you have here? I know that you are doing something about accommodation, but it is a relaxing hotel, or it is a luxurious hotel. What kind of hotel are you trying to build when you think about this product?
When we think of this product, we think of a tree house homestay, or it could be like camping in the forest.
Yeah, and what kind of experience that tourists can enjoy when they stay with you? Because it's very special location, huh?
Yeah, like the Loch Ness is quite a famous location, and around it, it is surrounded by a lot of luxurious resorts. And I think that it's really lacks of something like camping or something that people could really do more adventurous things on themselves to discover the area around Loch Ness. So we choose to build a tree house on nearby woods of the Loch Ness.
So the
that
experience is a combination between relaxation and adventurous activities.
Yes.
That's it, the key point of your product, right?
Yeah.
Okay, thank you so much. Now, so let's have a look. Okay, great, no problem with this. Okay, so like what I'm trying to say here is like the way you present your ideas in this one is very difficult to follow, especially if you are in the real exam now. So remember this one. In the real exam, when you try to present your ideas during a presentation, we don't provide more than 3 points whenever you have a slide. And under every point, you try to minimize the number of words that you are going to say. So for example, let's say this is not the way you present your ideas on the slide. All right, you don't have to use relative clause here, just erase it. You say kayak service, enough, and then you explain. People don't have to read everything like this. All right, the same. You say a tree house, all right, don't do things like this. Yes, you can keep the price, things like that, but the like give a number only. All right, so we say tree house, it is very retro, very unique, reasonable price. That's it. You give 3 main points and then you explain the rest of them. Yeah, cho nên là đó là cái mà thầy suggest chứ, tại vì nếu mà các bạn present như thế này ấy, nó rất là rối để đọc, và cái remember that you have to be a little bit professional. We don't use this one, for example. We don't use this one in presentation. Thế nào? Cho nên là về chính là cái presentation chỗ này nhá, các bạn gửi cái main point thôi, còn các bạn đừng có đưa tất cả cái details vào trong một cái slide như vậy, nó rất là khó đọc. Và thật ra là khi mà when you try to include so many lines here, so many ideas here, so it means like you are trying to distract the audience from listening to you. Then we focus more on reading everything on the slide. Yeah, so keep the ideas, simplify them, remove all the sub ideas below it. Okay, so let's talk about your mission. To explore an iconic destination, natural and display for experience. Okay, become an iconic destination in natural, basically. Okay, what retreat to treat up to reconnect with students, wander and themselves. Again, I agree with the first part of your vision, but in your vision, that's what you are going to do in the future, where you are in the future, where your companies are, right? So where are you in the market in the future? So this is not the thing that you're gonna write. Don't write something like that example in your vision. If you want to say, all right, expand to all the famous natural attraction, so you can give something more general, like become like a center of natural destination in Canada, for example. Yeah, so you can become a capital of accommodation, or like the leader of accommodation market in Canada, something like that. But never try to give example like Amazon forest, lake in Canada in your region. All right. Sustainability, integrity, harmony with nature, guests, and hospitality. All right. Next time when we do the representation, and we do have more questions for you to get the points clear here. But I agree with the core values. You talk about AI installation of web platform for better users experience this season and their individual web hardware and user behavior. Okay, I agree. This could be a part where AI can help with your service. However, if this is all what you have, so maybe your product is not really outstanding, because the web-based platform powered by AI is really popular right now. You should be more creative. Think about how AI can provide an extra service for your product, or how can it enhance the experience of your customers. If you just stop by using a website powered by AI, I think that is really popular right now. So not wrong. It's not wrong, but it's not unique. And so it's difficult for you for the next round when they try to figure out, okay, what is the unique selling point of your product? All right. So I suggest that you can spend more time upgrade AI part for your product. Okay. And that's it. I think that's enough for your homework from lesson 1. Thank you so much, Team 1. I like your ideas. Yes. So, Team 1, again, any questions?
No, thank you.
Yeah. All right. Guys, so I'm very happy to see that you have finished your homework. It means like you're really interested in this topic. And I hope that today the lesson will help you more with how you're gonna build up your company and how you're gonna run it in the real market. So today we're gonna do several things. Now let me share with you my screen. Yes, so this is just a slide that I use to double check your homework. So for team 1 and team 2, both of you have the products and both of you have finished your mission and vision. However, team sorry, that is team 2. I go first. The one about heaven, sustainability. Remember, a part of our question is like how you're gonna use AI in your product. So I don't think I find that information in your accommodation. That could be the one that you need to work on at home and spend most of the time. Think of how you can use AI to improve your product. Have an accommodation sustainability. The idea is really great, but how AI can help. Yes, now today what we're gonna do, everyone. So we're gonna have a look at 3 main points. We look at business and how we analyze that one. We're gonna look at marketing strategy, and we're gonna look at how we're gonna have human resources. Human resources, I think last time we studied 4 factors of a business. So maybe Anne, can you tell me where do I put human resources in? Where does it belong to?
Maybe in labor.
Yes, good job. That is in labor. Okay. So for business, right? We're gonna have to achieve several things when we open the company and we run the company in the market. So on my screen, we have 5 objectives. I want you to work individually, okay? And then think about which one is the most important for you. and which one is the least important for you if you open and run a company in the market? You have 1 minute to think, and then I will call like maybe 2 or 3 persons to share their ideas. All right, which one is the most important one in your opinion, and which one is the least important one? Yes, time's over. Now, so maybe we start with the King. Now, King, can you tell us which one is most important to you and which one is least important to you?
I believe that the business objective, make a profit, is the most important to me because in a business, the first thing you're going to do, or like if you're a nonprofit, like I don't care, but if you're a business, you want to earn money and you want to earn profit. So that's why the first business objective is to earn money, earn the most profit as possible.
All right.
The
And
least
the least one, yes.
the least one is the least one is increase market share because I think that can be done later, and all the other things outweigh the importance of increasing your market share because you don't, even though it can bring you more profits, I believe that you need to be very developed and have to have all the other things to be able to have good market share, and that's why it's the least important.
All right, thank you so much, man. Now, so another guy, James, what do you think? Hello, James.
I think it's I think
Yes, which one is the most important to you? Your mic is mute. I cannot hear you.
I think stay in business beyond the first 2 years is more important for me.
Why?
Uh because I think we need to make a income.
We need to survive first, right?
We need to yes. We need to survive first. We need to make our brand name first.
Okay, I get your point. And the least important one?
Yes.
Which one is the least important one?
I think it is I think it is nói sao mà em không phải chứ.
Okay,
I
so
think
if
be socially, economically, and environmentally responsible in all business active is
okay,
the is
yeah, all right. Now, so we have totally 2 different ideas here. So, it shows different mindset in running business. Now, maybe a girl, let's say if a girl thinks in the same way or thinks in a different way. Hey, Young, how about you?
Well, I also think that making a profit is the most important thing for the business. The least important could be expand the size of the business.
Okay. Yeah, thank you so much, everyone. Now, so I would say all your answers, they are correct. Why? because it shows the difference in your personalities, and it shows the difference in your ambitions when you open a company. So for example, King and Jung, they want to make a profit. Yes. So they want to make a profit. That's very important. Everyone needs to make a profit. We need to make money. The company needs to make money. That's the way it can survive. But another one, James, he say, we need to stay in business beyond the first 2 years. So when he says stay, it means that maybe he doesn't make any profit at all. He just earn enough money to cover the cost. So no profit, but no loss. The income and the cost is equal. So that's how he can stay in the business. That is more important for him because he believes in something, in the long term. Yes, least important one, increase market share. So if you don't want to dominate the market because it's a risk, you have to borrow more money to open more factories. You don't want to take risk. So that's why as long as you can make money, if the profit is not much, but you are happy with that, so you don't have to increase the market share. I agree. So the point here is all these 5 objectives, they are equally important, but it is different according to the ambition of yourself and according to in which situation that your company is performing. So for example, if you are a new company, for sure, you need to be very careful. You want to increase the market share, you are a new company and you want to increase the market share, it means you need to have a lot of money to cover the cost at first, right? So that is your ambition, that's your priority. You can go for that, the most important one. But if you are a new company and your capital, the money you have, not much, so you have to focus on making profit. So again, there's no solid answers. There's nothing 100% correct here. Which one is the most important one? And which one is the least important one? It depends on what you want to achieve at the time you want to make the decision for your business objective. Yes. Now, so I want to have a look at this. So for example, now for the number 5B, socially, ethically, environmentally responsible. In your opinion, this one is more about the long term or like in the short term for your business operation?
I think it's more about in the long term, because in the short term, I don't think that there are many business means thinking about being environmentally friendly. And I think that when your business really have a stance in the market, like you're gonna survive, so you're gonna be more socially to more social and environmental friendly, so therefore can attract more customer. Yeah.
Yes, I agree with your answers. Like if we are new business, like I don't think we really need to be very 100% strict and follow number 5 objective. We can be flexible. I don't say that we're gonna pollute the environment at any cost to make money, but we should be flexible with this number 5, this one. Now, so the next thing we're gonna do is to have a look at this model. It's called canvas model. So remember that last time we studied 4 factors of a business. So I want you to tell me what are they and how you understand them. So Quinn, can you tell me about 4 factors in a business that we studied last time?
Okay. First thing is natural resources. That means like lands, water, and everything that is related to nature that we can use to improve and to consider to build a company. It's labor, it's like work, human resource.
Yes, skills, things, yes. And next?
Third is capital. It refers to machine and assets.
Yes, your office, your machine, money you need. Yes.
Next one is entrepreneurship. I think it's a combination of every factor to make profit.
Yes, agree. Okay, so we have 4 of them, right? Now, so again, today we're gonna do the model canvas, which is let's say an upgrade level of these 4 factors. So you're gonna learn how you're gonna put these 4 factors in a map, in a matrix, to see where they are and what is the relationship between them. And yes, for sure, we also have some extra things to help you have a very clear vision of your product and about the operation of your company. Okay, now, so Kevin, so if I had to put natural resources in somewhere in this model, where should I put it? Oops. Kevin, hello?
Yes.
Okay, so you see that on the model canvas, we have a lot of title, right?
Yeah.
Now, so I'm asking about natural resources. Where should it belong in this model?
I think key resources.
Okay, you said key resources. And how about the labor? Where should the labor go to?
The
All right, no worries. Let's have another one to help you out. Guys, don't worry, just guess. All right, we are here to guess where they should go to. Anyway, I will explain the things to you later. So yes, it's right. Natural resources, it should go to key resources. Maybe the next one, Lam, can you tell me? Labor, where should it go to? Where should you place that word? Labor.
Channels.
Not really. So general here, you see that we have a headphones. So it's mean general is more about how you're gonna sell it, the way you're gonna sell your product. Okay. So if general is about the way you sell your product, so which one should go to general? One of them. Should capital be here for general?
no.
No. So which one? Yes, good job. Entrepreneurship should be here. And how about capital? Capital is about the office, the machine, the tools, and the things that you need to produce your product. Okay, so you have 2 correct yes here, like natural resources and entrepreneurship. So let me help you with everything. The rest, it's really amazing, guys. Like you can figure out half of them already without I have to teach you anything. Now, so let's have a look at the example. So let's say you are selling popcorn. So again, key resources is like all the things you need to produce your product. So it means like a sales team, labor, vending machine, capital, the machine, right? So key resources is where you put all your capital and labor here. So they should go here. Channel, again, yes, you're gonna have to talk with partnership with the movie theaters, right? You're gonna have to negotiate with them. So you have entrepreneurship here. Key activities is about your product. So you need to fill in key activity your product. What you're gonna sell. And now we're gonna talk about key partner. So for key partner, you're gonna need to talk with people around you. For example, if you want to sell popcorn, you need to buy what from farmer. What we need to buy from farmer first.
Corns.
Yes, for sure, right? We need to buy corn, we need to buy sugar, we need to buy a lot of ingredients. So you need to have a good relationship with them, with your suppliers, who are gonna sell you the product, the ingredient first. And then you're gonna have a vendor machine, right? So you need to have a talk with a producers of vending machine, so that they can, yes, this is the one you want. It should be this big. This should be this tall. And then when the machine runs, sometimes it's wrong. Sometimes it gets broken. You're gonna need someone to fix the problem for you. Yes, so you're gonna have maintenance companies to help you with that. And then you need to talk with the movie theaters where you're gonna place your vending machines. Customer relationship. In this case, the vending machine is an automatic machine, so it should be self-service, because no one is there to sell you popcorn. You should insert a coin to the machine and then you get some. Yes. Co-creation of popcorn variations. It means like you're gonna have a lot of flavors there, and then the customer, when they buy popcorns from you, so that, let's say they can try to mix flavors, and by collecting the information of which one is the most consumed flavor of popcorn, you're gonna figure out, okay, this one is like in trend, this one is the trend that young customers are interested in, and then you can change. So customer segment is like how you understand your customer, which one you're gonna sell your product to. So definitely popcorns, it is for kids and young people. For people at my age, I don't like popcorn anymore. And it's for people who goes to the movie. Yes, there are some places that we can eat popcorn as well, but like I would say 80% popcorn is consumed at the theater when you watch movies. So that's how you're gonna fill in your information into this canvas model. Why we need this one? Again, for factors in production is like a basic ideas to run a business, and this model to help you clarify your ideas in a bigger picture, in a very detailed picture, so that you understand which one you need to have good relationship with, how you're gonna sell your product to your customer, how your customer will receive your product, online, offline, self-service, mixed. Who are your customer? Young, old, rich, poor, things like that. Now, this is very important at the beginning, because like, you know, if you have a picture like this in front of you in your office, and whenever you have a meeting between team members, everyone look at that and say, look, the problem is here. We have a problem with the key partners. So we focus on this. We know where the problem is, when what we need to do to fix the problem. Now, so let's try to have some practice. I'm going to send you the picture of the canvas model. You're gonna work in your team, and you're gonna have 10 minutes. After 10 minutes, you're gonna fill all your information using your product, the one that you have just sent me, the heaven accommodation, the lodging near the lake. Yes, using the ideas from that, using that product. Analyze the product and fill in the canvas model for me. Now, any question before we start, guys?
Can you like resend the canvas model in the group chat?
Yeah, sure, I will do it now. But is the instruction enough, or you want me to clarify some point?
It's okay.
Yes, good. Thank you so much. Rồi bây giờ thầy sẽ gửi cái canvas model lên cho mọi người nhé. Và các bạn sẽ làm việc trong breakout room. Thầy thấy là thầy biết là các bạn có thể again I agree that we can use GPT and things for several times, but if you use đừng có dùng nó để trả lời câu hỏi nhé. Các bạn nên dùng nó để mà ok search thông tin thôi. Rồi, give me a second, I will send you the picture right away, and then you're gonna work it out for me. So this is the link for your slide. When you go there, you're gonna see the one that you did last time, and on slide number 5 and number 6, you will see the business model canvas that I attached a picture for you. Let's try to create a text box and fill in there. I have done an example for you already, so that you can do it yourself and just copy and paste. Right, now let's go. Breakout room, 10 minutes. Wait. Just let me know if you have any problem with the slide. Chị Hoa ơi, chị mở giúp em cái call host lại với, em mới bị out ra mất lại rồi.
Ok rồi em ạ.
Dạ rồi, em cảm ơn chị. Okay, now let's stop writing. Before I correct your work, I just want to say one thing. You are going to the exam working as a team. That is a team competition. And the key point to succeed in the team competition is communication. So that's what I don't see from team number 2. I know that maybe you are like you could be shy, but like it's the second lessons already. So try to share your ideas with your friends rather than working by your wow. What I'm totally shocked when I joined your room and like everyone your mic mute, working silently, writing anything, and then you open the mic and say, hey, what should I do? I mean, that's not how, you cannot win the competition working that way. Okay? So please change. And especially for the course, you're gonna learn much more if we have more communication. Now, so let's have a look at team 1. So team 1, they're gonna have hotel near the lake, and it's a combination between adventurous activity and relaxation. So let's see what do they have first. So the key partner, they need a tourism agency to find customer. Yes. Travel insurance company, maintenance, authorities. Okay, authority. What do you mean by authority? I don't really get this point. Can you clarify or enlighten me, please?
We think that we need to have the agreement from the authorities of this site to be able to build our homestay in the forest.
Yes, because that could be the natural reservation, a national level, so that you need permission to destroy some trees, cut down them to build a hotel. Yes, agree. So what you're gonna do for key activities? Renting tree house and how to say, okay, you provide adventure experience in Loch Ness. Okay. How about some relaxation activities? Like I say, adventure experience. You may have surfing, kayaking, or things like that. But it should be like a part of relaxation here. Like you have meditation, cooking, hunting for wild ingredients in the forest, go fishing. So it should be a set of activities here which focuses more on relaxation, like doing yoga, for example. Yeah, meditation is nice idea. Spa, you can have a spa. I'm sorry. Yeah. So remember, your product, it has 3 key activities to do. So first one is accommodation, a place to sleep overnight. Then adventurous activities, and then relaxation activity. So that here I only see 2. Remember, you're gonna need to have 3. Key resources, you need wood and land management team staff. I don't think it's enough. Like maybe facilities. You're gonna need a lot of facilities here.
Yes, that's right.
Facilities for sure. We need facilities. Land, you borrow land. So are you saying that the hotel is 100% from wood?
Maybe, but I think like the accessories inside are not made from wood.
Yeah.
Some
So
materials.
yeah. So in order to be safe, don't use only one material here. You should use like building materials, mainly from wood, things like that. So it's more precise. Otherwise, when you say good, 100% from wood. We need staff management team. Okay. Yes. Staff in all right. Staff in general, it covers a lot of departments. So customer relationship, provider and customer. So so again, customer relationship is like how you're gonna serve your product to your customer. In my example, the vending machine, right? So it is self-service because the customer doesn't interact with you. They're gonna interact with the machine and they get the products from the machine. So the customer relationship, like how you're gonna contact and interact with your customer in the why you are providing your product. So I mean, in your position, it should be a direct relationship. Yes, that's a direct relationship because the product of the hotel is like you cannot package the accommodation and send it to your customer. They have to come to enjoy the product, and the product is produced right away when they come. It cannot be produced before. Thì cái này thầy nói một cái đặc tính của cái sản phẩm về du lịch đấy là các bạn sẽ nhớ nó có hai cái đặc tính mà rất là quan trọng, mà nhất là về hotel các bạn phải nhớ này. Thứ nhất là nó có cái đặc tính là không lưu trữ và không vận chuyển được. Không bao giờ nó lưu trữ, là không thể nào mà các bạn sản xuất cái phòng dự trữ đó để khách tới mua, nó chỉ xảy ra tại thời điểm khách tới thì nó mới xảy ra. Cho nên cái đặc tính thứ nhất của sản phẩm này là không dự trữ được và không vận chuyển được. Cái đặc trưng thứ hai của nó là cái quá trình sản xuất và quá trình tiêu dùng nó xảy ra cùng một lúc. Được chưa? Cho nên là cái chỗ mà mối quan hệ khách hàng các bạn phải dựa vào hai cái đặc tính đấy để các bạn phân tích tiếp. Chứ ví dụ như là các bạn thấy là cái phòng của các bạn thuê 24 giờ, tức là mỗi cái giây các bạn sử dụng cái phòng đó là chính là cái phòng nó tạo ra cái sản phẩm đó để cho các bạn dùng. Cho nên cái việc sản xuất và nó tiêu dùng nó xảy ra cùng một lúc đồng thời với nhau trong cái sản phẩm khách hàng du lịch là như thế. Thì các bạn based on those two factors to analyze the relationship, and that I believe mainly is the direct one. Self-service, unless you are going to do a very big hotel and then you have buffet for breakfast, a part of it can be self-service, or you have some free amenities in your hotels. For example, like you have a free swimming pool, and customer they have to be responsible for their life, so they can go there and swim as much as they want. So that could be a self-service. But in general, most of your products and service in the hotel industry, it should be a direct one. All right, Channel, how are you gonna sell it to your customer? Okay, marketing. It's very general. What kind of marketing you are talking about? Cái này hơi chung nhé, cụ thể một xíu. Các bạn là direct marketing, direct channel from cái website của công ty các bạn, hay là các bạn sell the room to another tour operator, and then that tour operator will find customer for you. So that is the way you're going to do the industry. For example, the room, the price 10. So you sell 100 room to the tour operator at the price of 8, and then they will find customer for you and they sell the price at 9. So you make a profit, they make a profit. So that's indirect sale. Or customer can book the room directly on your website, so that's direct sale. Yeah, cho nên chỗ này xem lại cái cách mà các bạn sell channel là như thế nào. House placement in the restaurant contract for environment. Can somebody tell me what does that mean by this?
Like we have to really deal with the authorities, like the peoples, and so that we could really choose the right spot that is near the Loch Ness and has the greatest view on the right spot for the customer, to build the house tree, the tree house, and also the contract for environmental protection, because we think that it's gonna makes us it's gonna need it, because when we make a building inside the forest, so we need to have something like channel, like communicate with people to let us do it by a contract that ensures the environmental protection.
Wait, so here I see a new idea that is environmental protection. Is this a part of your products here?
I think that it's just like the things that like we do not harm it, but not like we try to make a lot of new activities to promote it. Like we do not harm it.
Okay, so let me paraphrase the thing again and tell me if I understand your point. So you saying that you're gonna build a house in the right place, and in that house you're gonna have a lot of events to promote your hotel. Should I understand your point that way?
Not really.
Okay, yeah, I get confused by reading this slide as well, but again, the channels here is like how you're gonna sell your product to your customer. Right, so stick to that point and make everything simple to understand. Rồi cái này thử lại nhé, tại vì cái channel này thì phần lớn nó được hiểu là làm thế nào bạn đưa được sản phẩm của bạn đến khách hàng. Thì cái mà em viết ở đây thầy có thể hiểu một cách là giống như là em đang chạy promotion để attract customer bằng việc build một cái house và nó có a lot of events của nó nhé. Rồi, now customer segment of bankers and people who go to relax, enjoy nature. Okay, clear. There's nothing wrong with this. Rồi, như vậy những cái này thì nó trên cái slide của mọi người thì cái link thầy gửi rồi nhé, vẫn giữ đi, sau này về nhà làm bài về nhà thì có cái thông tin. Yeah, và chỗ nào thầy sửa rồi thì nhớ nốt lại. All right, so that is for team 1. Now let's have a look at team 2. Okay, team 2. All right, I need to share my screen again. Team 2, team 2. Let's... Wait. Hey, did anyone deleted the slide? Có bạn nào vừa mới có xóa nhầm không? I don't see the slide of team 2 and team 1 anymore.
Not me.
Hey,
I'm really confused. I don't see.
Có bạn nào xóa nhầm không? Please Control Z lại nhá. Bạn nào lỡ bấm xóa nhầm các slide thì nãy bấm Control Z undo lại giúp thầy với. What? Hey Kevin, can you undo the things, please?
Well, I did not do.
All right. Sorry, Kevin.
I don't know what I'll do, but I will restore the version which is still not been deleted. Okay.
Okay, thank you so much. I would probably do that someone as well. Yeah, so the version that rồi cái version này thì có một số cái của team 1 nó đã bị mất rồi nhá. Các bạn sorry mọi người. Now this is about team 2. So key partner, local farmers, petition. Team 2, Green Heaven. Why do we need to have some artists here?
Because like our business in particular, we want to employ a lot of like locals, and we think it would be beneficial for the local community if they get like a job like with our company, and also because it makes the experience so much more enjoyable for the tourists.
And non-government organization, why do you need to work with them? So why do we work with them? Why do we work with them? I'm sorry.
Sometimes like particular NGOs, they have a more environmental impact because like the government is like, kind of broad on this issue, and if we work with specific NGOs with that align with the specific values we're looking for, it can help us achieve our vision and mission more effectively.
Yes. All right. I would say that the NGO here, you should work with them, not about bringing customers to your company. You should work with them for their expertise, experience, and knowledge in this field, the field of sustainability. Như vậy những cái tổ chức phi chính phủ này thì em nên làm với họ theo hướng là để lấy được cái kiến thức, kinh nghiệm cũng như mọi thứ trong cái việc mà phát triển sustainability nhé. Clarify nó như vậy, tại vì nếu mà không mình biết cái này thì có thể đôi lúc chúng ta sẽ hiểu là đó là cái đối tác để đưa khách hàng tới cho mình. Thì I don't think we can do that. So it should be for learning from them. I have no idea, guys. I don't know. I mean, when yes, thanks so much, Jung, for doing that. But some lies have been deleted for forever. Sorry, James, I did it. Okay. Now, key activity restore. You need to have projects to restore the environment. Yes, you support local farmers and resources. Yes, you provide accommodation for eco-conscious travelers. Yes, I would say maybe you can include some education campaigns and program here for tourists who stay at your hotel, so that you can promote sustainability more. Key resources: building material, wood, staff, land. Yes. Again, building material, you need to clarify what kind of material you have here to say that it's a kind of sustainable in your way. I don't think we are using too much metal and cement here, so that we can, because by doing that, we cannot claim ourselves to be sustainable. And facilities as well, mentioned facilities. You are going to provide some restorative projects and education campaign. So you think about what facility you need to have here, be more precise. Customer, sorry, that's what I have here. I don't see anything for general, so I cannot correct it for you. The value proposition of your product, eco-friendly commercialization, locally imported product. Yes, good job. Comfortable, high quality amenity. Okay, this one is not really clear. So comfortable and high quality amenity. Because when you say high quality amenity, it really depends on the criteria of accommodation industry. So for example, you need to be sustainable, right? So being sustainable, you need to cut off a lot of facilities in order to save energy. So for example, you are saying that, we only use hot water from 9 p.m. to 12 p.m. For the rest of the day, you only have to use, you only have cold water. That's how you can save energy. But if you are doing that, maybe that one is not high quality. It's not really comfortable. All right. So if you're saying comfortable and high quality, you need to prepare your products very carefully. How it can be sustainable environmentally and high quality and comfortable as well. The house built from wood is more normally it could be moisture and wet inside. So how are you going to remove that, fix that problem? Pest invasion, right? Thì có rất nhiều thứ các bạn phải nghĩ về cái chỗ mà comfortable high quality này. Khi mà các bạn nói là cái sản phẩm của các bạn có một cái giá trị đặc biệt đối với khách hàng, đó là rất là comfortable high quality, thì make sure là cái này nó combine được với lại cái environmental sustainability nhé, tại vì hai cái khái niệm này thường hay xung đột với nhau lắm. For example, when I was in Italy, I went to a hotel and they claim to be very eco-friendly. So in that hotel, you know what? There's no AC. That's how they say they can be eco-friendly. They say, no, we don't need to use AC here. Yeah, they are right. That is how we can save the environment, but it's got really damn hot. It's not comfortable for me at all. Thì các bạn phải double check là phải làm sao giải quyết được cái mâu thuẫn ở chỗ đó nha, chim sương nhá, chứ không là tới hồi khi các bạn trình bày đấy đó, nó dễ bị xung đột ý tưởng với nhau lắm. Thì cái nào? Oh, it's in 9:30 already. Let's have a break of 5 minutes. Have some water and come back after 5 minutes, everyone.
Okay.
Hello, everyone. So when you are back, please turn on your camera, so I know that you are here with me. Okay, now let's move on. So far we have analyzed your ideas of your business. So we understand what you need to have, where is the resources from, who are your partners, what are the key activities of your business, who are your customer. All right, so far you have analyzed your business ideas in a very detailed picture. And now we're going to focus on one of them, the part of who are your customer. So I remember that it's from team number 2. They said that because they are going to build a hotel next to the lake with many adventurous activities, so their customer should be very interested into adventures and yeah, that's the one group. And they also focus on the group of customer who wants to relax after a very tough time in their life, for example. So for the next part of our lesson, we're going to understand the techniques, the key points we need to use and we need to understand to analyze your customer segment. So when you want to analyze your customer segments, you're going to build your customer profile. And your customer profile, it has 3 main points. So demographic, geographic, and psychographic factors. So we're gonna look at each of them right now, and I will explain to them what do they mean. After that, we're gonna have an exercise that you're gonna analyze the group of customers that you want to aim to for your product. So now, firstly, let's have a look at demographic and geographic. So for demographic, it means your age, your gender, your race, your marital status. Are you married? Are you divorced? Are you single? Your religion, your language, your income, a lot of things. So in general, you're gonna have to consider all of these things for your customer profile. Because let's say team 1, they want to have adventurous customers. So team 1, how old your customer should be?
I think they should be between like 20 and 40 to make sure they have enough strength to maintain the harsh environment and the harsh schedule of the adventure.
Yeah, so is there any discrimination between genders? Like you want to have more male or female customers there?
No, I don't think so.
Why? I think men are generally stronger, so more fit for
Maybe
the event.
we'll not consider gender, we'll consider like like the physical health, if they are suitable for the activities or not. For example, they don't have like heart problems or nervous problems, for example.
And is that anything to do with religion?
No, I don't think so.
Yeah, all right, I agree. Okay, so you guys see that, everyone? So it doesn't mean that you have to use all the variables here. You have to pick out some which are important for your customer profile. Because, for example, it doesn't mean that because you have different religions that you're not going to do something dangerous for fun, right? It doesn't mean because you are Buddhism, you are Catholic, you are Christian, that you have different ideas about jumping from a cliff. So religion maybe it's not a variable you should consider for your demographic factors to analyze your customer profile. Well, 2 more important things listen, two most important things for demographic factor that I always see in any marketing strategies, they are age and then income. So let's say normally adventurous activities, they are costly because you need to have, let's say, suitable equipment, and they are very expensive. You're gonna have to hide from the hotel anyway. You cannot bring your own very far away, or even if you want to bring your own equipment, that's also a kind of investment. So for example, in Sweden, if you want to go skiing, it costs you just like 3,000 euros to buy some equipment. And with that amount of money, enough for food and accommodation in Sweden for like 6 months. So income and age, very two important factors that you need to have for your demographic analyzing. Other things, your choice, but don't forget age and income. Now, next, we are going to talk about geographic. So geographic factors for you to location of your customer, like where they are from. Because like, for example, if you want to have your customer coming to you, so if they are very far away, it is like they are very less willing to travel a very long distance just to use your product. They're gonna find something similar around their place. Let's take an example. But I know that all of you are very good at English, so maybe you guys don't go to some extra English classes. However, the rule in English center is like this. Normally, the customer are from the area, let's say within 3 kilometers away from the center. Đấy, thì cái này là một cái để mình các bạn nhé, thì cái khoảng cách vị trí ấy, nó cũng rất là quan trọng, tại vì cái khoảng cách nó càng xa thì có nghĩa là khách hàng người ta sẽ càng ít có cái khả năng đi tới các bạn để sử dụng, mà người ta sẽ chọn những cái sản phẩm nó similar ở quanh đấy. Ví dụ như khi mà chúng ta ví dụ như trong các trung tâm tiếng Anh chẳng hạn, thì thường thì người ta chỉ quét cái tầm sản phẩm đó là khách hàng chính là trong phạm vi khoảng 3 km bán kính xung quanh trung tâm. Sau 5 km là bắt đầu rất khó, và sau tới 10 km là gần như không ai đi tới chỗ các bạn học cả. Đấy, thì cái location thì các bạn phải consider cái đó để vào nha. Cái climate, yes, one characteristic of tourism is like it really, we say it is very seasoning. It's really seasoning. So there are some products that you only can enjoy during a certain season of the year. So let's say, what do we have? Có cái trải nghiệm ví dụ như các bạn nói là săn mây, đúng không? You go to the top of the mountain to enjoy a very amazing view, panorama of clouds flying around you. But I'm sure that we cannot do that in the winter. It doesn't work that way. Otherwise, you're gonna be really wet and cold. Another example is like rice crop. Thì khi mà nói chính, yes, look at the picture. This is an example for you. It happens like once a year, like in 2 months. You miss those 2 months, you never see them. Right, so when the rice crop they arrive, they turn yellow, thì nó chỉ có khoảng 1-2 tháng thì các bạn enjoy cái này thôi, nó không thể nào mà nó khác được. Thì nó rất là depend on cái seasoning và cái climate nhá. Thì cái đó các bạn phải consider cái geographic factors của các bạn vào trong này. Now the next one, psychographic factors. So this one is very complicated matter. So let's say religion. So there are several religions on the world that forbid their followers to do something, to do certain things in their life. So for example, we say Islam. Ví dụ như có những người đạo Hồi nhé. Let's talk about their eating habit. So guys, if you know anything about their eating habits, please share with us. Những người đạo Hồi thì cái Islam đấy thì có cái eating orders như thế nào, cái luật lệ về ăn uống như thế nào, cái rules như thế nào nào.
I remember that they eat by hand, right?
Not really. I mean, not necessarily by hand.
Not Indians. Không kiểu, maybe Indians, it does not relate to Islam, but like Indians also have the habits. I think they don't eat like beef because they consider cows as their gods, I think.
Yes, correct, right. So that is a problem. So if they cannot eat beef, so it means when they go to your hotel and your hotel only offers a list of things from beef, they will say no. They will not go there. You see?
Yes.
All about the culture. So you know that this is a very sensitive topic. So for example, India, it is very notorious for crimes. For example, pickpocketing, harassment, sexual harassment. So it's not very safe for women to travel there. So that is about the culture. So for example, if you open your hotel in India, you need to consider that one, the culture of the country, whether it will affect your customer or not. Đó, thì các bạn phải consider cái yếu tố culture vào, ví dụ như mình ở Ấn Độ và cái khách sạn các bạn mở ra, ví dụ là nó muốn tập trung vào khách hàng là nữ giới chính cho cái relaxation đi, gọi là meditation. Yes, meditation is very famous activity in India. But again, India is very famous, notorious, not famous, I'm sorry, notorious for sexual harassment. So it's not safe for women to travel there. Thì nó sẽ rất là ảnh hưởng tới cái việc mà các bạn attract customer vào đấy. Yeah. Hobby and interest. Yes, hobby and interest. This is kind of individual, and it also, I would say, depends on the race as well. So for general, Western people are more adventurous than Eastern people. So Eastern people, when they ask them to do some adventurous activity, they are less willing to try. That's it, that interest in hobby. There's a different mindset. Thì đó là một cái yếu tố nữa mà các bạn cũng phải cái consider khi mà các bạn làm cái psychographic factors này. Thì những cái này thì nó rất là complicated và đôi lúc là nó sẽ gồm những cái mà nó không, you really need to have a very deep understanding about the culture of the country where you operating in, the culture of your customer, where your customer will be from. You combine everything together, and then you're gonna see the point. Status. Let's say marriage status. There are several places that are very famous for single people, but not from marriage couples. So let's take an example in Italy. So in Italy, there is a city which is called Rimini, and that one is just exactly like where I am from. I am from Da Nang. So that's a small city, beautiful beach, a lot of clubs and bars, and everything's super cheap. So 90% of their customers are under 30 years old and single. Why? They go there to enjoy swimming, enjoy the sun during the daytime, enjoy the food, and then they go crazy at night to find friends, to find love, and things like that. So only for young and single persons there. Married couple, they don't want noisy places, and they don't want to, a lot of drinking. Đấy, thì nó cũng là một cái yếu tố mà các bạn sẽ phải consider là nơi các bạn hoạt động như thế nào. Ví dụ như cái địa điểm đó trước giờ nó đã nổi tiếng về việc là thu hút khách giới trẻ ăn chơi rồi, thì bây giờ nếu mà các bạn open một cái nơi gọi là relaxation đó thì nó sẽ rất là khó. All right, so that's all my explanation about 3 factors to build your customer profile. Now, think about your question and ask me before we have our practice time. Nothing? Okay. Now, so for your practice time, I want you to think about your market and build your customer profile using 3 factors that I have explained: demographic, geographic, and psychographic. You should write down your ideas. Let's I know that you work together on a link, right? So let's create a document on that link and write down your ideas there. After that, you're gonna present that one to me. Team 2, you see that? There are 2 arms on my screen and it says the power of teamwork, okay? Don't work individually. Now, so 10 minutes to go. Các bạn tạo một cái file trên cái link nộp bài của các bạn nhé, ghi là customer profile và bắt đầu share màn hình với nhau và làm từ cái file đó ra. Lát nữa chúng ta sẽ trình bày ý tưởng của mình từ đó. Now, breakout room.
Can I go to the
Okay, welcome back. Now, so I want to start with team one, and your team is going to present your work to everyone. And when I say your team is going to present, it means all of you have to participate in presentation. Remember, in the real competition, that's what you need to do. So take turn and present your ideas to us, please. Don't forget to share the screen when you do that. Okay, now you can go, team one.
Wait, let me ask who will share the screen. Chị An hay là chị Dung à? Hai em.
Em share luôn đi.
Ok ạ. Em cần request, thầy ơi em cần request sharing for this. Vâng ạ, đây ạ.
Nó có mà nhờ thầy đang để all participants em thử lại nhé.
Đây ạ, rồi em được rồi.
Yes, so this is your customer profile. Now let's tell me what you have.
Yeah, so for the first part, which is the demographic factors, so we only pay attention to the age and the income, but I don't think that it's here. But for the age, I think that we have two main kinds, which is for relaxation and adventures. For relaxation, I think that it will be suitable for every age, or every age from young to old. And for the adventurous one, they maybe need the strength and good physical health. So maybe from 14 to 40 years old will be the most appropriate one. And for the income, I think after we do some searching, we realize that our for the income, we only need to focus on the people who are from the middle class and higher than that in the European area.
To add on a bit, so maybe the average income that we need from our customers will be about 3,000 USD.
Per month or per year?
Per month.
Per month, 3,000. So it should be
3,000.
36,000. You know what is the average income of a normal person in the America?
I don't know, but we just consider the normal average income of Europeans, especially English, British.
Okay.
So
Yeah. All right. So if you say middle income 3,000 is middle income, I agree. If that one is in Europe, now let's go on.
So we want to focus to the customer who came from Europeans and especially the Western people, because first of all, these areas at the Loch Ness have the quite cold weather, which I think the European they are more used to this weather, and they can enjoy the activities here. The white people, I also prefer the adventurous activity. And secondly, I think that the climate that people should go to our homestay would be the summer, from June to August, because I have just researched the average temperature in this place is quite low. It was just about 9 to 20 Celsius. So, and it even freeze in the winter, so it's better to go in the summer.
Yes.
And so lastly, we want to present about the psychographic factors. So we don't consider the factors such as religion, status, and culture, because we think that to join in our homestay, they just need to have challenge themselves, or people want to relax, to refresh, and to be near with nature. And especially European and Western, because sometimes they are generous and they don't mind to spend their money to join with their hobbies, that is to have adventure. And so lastly is the hobbies. They need to be like adventurous, risky, love exploring, and they like, yeah, they don't really mind about the consequences or because they're risky.
Okay. Thank you so much, Team One. I have some suggestions for you. So when you say the age range is from 14 to 40 years old, I agree with this idea. However, to make it more accurate, you need to check the local regulations. So for some country, 14 maybe is not enough to do adventurous activities. So yeah, so let's say in Vietnam, 18 years old, you can smoke, you can drive, but in America, that is 16. Thì cái độ mà 14 tuổi thì các bạn phải double check là cái nơi mà các bạn mở cái hotel ấy, cái local regulation nó có chạy được không? Double check cái đấy nhá. Climate summer. So when you say summer, I believe that is the best time. However, in order to make a profit, you're gonna need to think about how you're gonna use your hotel in the winter when the weather is hot. Maybe that is not a time for relaxation, but it's maybe the time for adventurous activities. For example, in the north of Europe, that is the culture and a challenge for people to swim in ice water in the winter because they believe that is the way to push the immunity system and to show how manly they are. Thì các bạn có thể think vào một cái đoạn mà winter làm cái gì thì cái đoạn winter thì nên làm cái adventurous mà nó đi theo hướng mà thử thách challenge nhiều hơn thì nó có thể là cái profit của các bạn khi mà các open cái này nó sẽ year round. Còn nếu nó chỉ là summer mà nó như thế này thì nó summer thì ok rồi, nó sure là nó chạy được rồi, nhưng mà cái kia thì nghĩ thêm một chút. Psychographic factors. I agree with you all the things you write here because you focus very much on adventurous things. However, you don't pay much attention to relaxation, which is also a part of your product. So when you say relaxation, who wants to do more spa? Korean people, I would say Korean people, they are a big fan of going to spa, having massage. Thì các bạn cái chỗ này là các bạn đang focus rất nhiều vào cái adventurous này nhé. Yeah. Nhưng mà các bạn có thể chỉnh thêm một tí là nếu mà cái relaxation thì nó có cái psychographic factors khác không. Còn cái age thì nghĩ là ok rồi, cái age thì nó ổn rồi nhé. Nhớ là tại vì cái đặc trưng cái sản phẩm của bạn nó có hai cái, cho nên là khi mình consider cái customer profile ấy, thì nên consider hai cái. Hoặc nếu mà các bạn gọi là in the future you're gonna expand your company, you're gonna separate it into two different departments. I mean, it's still under the same roof, it's still in the same company, but they're gonna have two different management boards, and then you're gonna have separate the customer profile into two. Thì có thể trong tương lai mình sẽ làm theo hướng đấy, nhưng mà có thể mới đầu thì chúng ta có thể merge, thì các bạn chú ý nhiều hơn một chút. Yes, thank you so much, team one. Now team two, your turn. Yes, so and sorry, Quay, you can stop sharing your screen. Thank you so much.
How to stop sharing?
Just click stop sharing. Okay, now team two now. Hello?
Can you wait a minute? We're deciding who to share. Oh, James is gonna do it.
Okay. Okay, now We are waiting for your presentation. Hey, I'm still waiting for you. So can we start, please?
Okay, so I'll just talk about the demographic bullet points, and my friends will do the rest. So for the demographic, we have our primary age ranges. Oh, I don't know why there are local workers, but like the primary age range for this is for like people who already graduated, people who is wanting a vacation around the age range of 25 to 45, people with above minimum wage income, because our services are, as you would say, kind of premium. Sorry for the place it says local workers, but it's irrelevant. And my team will do the other two.
Yeah.
The geographic, we choose the resort in Vietnam. The resort regionally close in Southeast Asia, accompanied to more humid winters, considering Vietnam winter is more humid. We choose the cool winter and mild climate. Mild climate to point out to the forest, and the forest like resort or place that has a lot of plant as a whole.
Next psychographic, our team focus on eco-conscious, and the fact that they seek in cultural heritage and heritage experience. They want quality stay as a whole, and they want to help the local community.
Thank you, Kevin. Okay, I seem to agree with the demographic, and yeah, for sure we don't have local workers there. However, about the income, above minimum wage income, that one is very ambiguous. The average income in Vietnam, let's say this is where you're gonna build your hotel. At the moment, it's like 12 million per month or 11 per month, like in big cities. So with that amount of money, if you say just above that one, I don't think they can afford your product, because you are going to say that you will provide premium. It's a high quality one. The high quality one is very costly, very pricey. So above minimum wage is a very ambiguous term, because nó trên mức thu nhập tối thiểu thì nó có thể trên rất nhiều hoặc là chỉ trên một xíu, đúng không? Thì nó chỉ, nếu mà nó trong cái trường hợp đó là just a little above, in that case your customer will not have enough money. It will be very 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 above thì nó mới đủ, nhưng mà nó just above thì nó không đủ nhé. Cho nên là cái chỗ đó là một cái chỗ rất là mơ hồ, còn các bạn nên sửa cái chỗ đấy một tí. Regional Vietnam, you choose Vietnam. Okay, where your customer are from. Location, all right, so agree Vietnam can be a case. Forest, cool weather, cold. Cái chỗ này thầy thì chưa hiểu lắm, chứ cái more humans weather là cái chỗ đó thầy chưa hiểu lắm nhé. I guess there's something wrong with your expression there. To more humans weather. Chỗ đó thầy chưa hiểu lắm, cho nên là alright. Humid. Now remember, that is a totally different idea. And are you going to, thầy nghĩ là cái đó các bạn định nói là quen với lại cái thời tiết ẩm đúng không? Hay là các bạn định nói cái gì đó acclaim to ấy? Là quen với đúng không? Tức là your customer should be used to humid weather. Cool weather, mild climate. Cool weather and mild climate. Like, are they about customer, where they are from, or are these about your region, the way you build your hotel? I don't think Vietnam is cool weather and mild climate. If you want to say that is where your customer from, give me a region, like from the south, from the west of Europe, from the south of America, or where. Chứ còn nếu các bạn ghi cool weather, mild climate ở chỗ này mà nói là Việt Nam thì I don't believe that we have that kind of weather here. We are very famous for hot weather, not cool weather. Yes, psychographic, I think you do a very good job there. Yeah, you did a pretty good job. Rồi như vậy các bạn sửa lại nhá, cái chỗ mà wage income là cái chỗ bắt buộc phải sửa này, nó rất là khó hiểu. Just above thì nó không, above là rất above như thế nào là không có nhá. Còn cái region thì cái cool weather mild climate này là một cái càng khó hiểu nữa. Đấy, hai cái này các bạn xem xét phải viết lại là cái cool weather mild climate này là của ai, của khách hàng hay là của nơi các bạn như thế nào. Nếu mà của khách hàng thì nếu khách hàng là từ một nơi cool weather and mild climate, they come to a hot place, so you have to persuade me why they need to do that, đúng không? Các bạn phải consider cái đó rất là nhiều để mà persuade người đọc là tại sao người ta sẽ phải đi như vậy. I mean, provide more explanation. Otherwise, very difficult to get your point. All right. Rồi, thank you so much, team 2. Sorry everyone, today we are late again, but can I have just 5 more minutes to go through your homework and one more slide?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, now this is the last thing I will talk about for your business today, with a SWOT model. So SWOT model is a model that helps you to analyze how strong, how competitive your company is on the market. It shows you that, all right, I'm better than others, so I don't care, I do the things I want. Or, all right, I am worse than others, I need to be careful. So by using this analysis, you know where you are on the market, so that you can have suitable strategy to start. So let's say you are better than all others, you are bigger than all other companies, so you don't have to focus much on profit. That is the time to get more market share, right? But if you are a new company, oh, you have no advantages compared to others, so maybe the time stay in the market for 2 more years, just try to survive first. So by analyzing this one, you're gonna know which objective that the company needs to prioritize first, making profit, stay in the market, or expand the business size. So but after analyze everything here using SWOT, you know what you need to focus on. Đấy, thì phân tích cái này trước nhá, rồi sau đó tôi sẽ biết là cái objective là các bạn mà cần để mà tập trung vào lúc này. So strength, what you do well, what's unique, weakness, what you're not good at, what are the disadvantages of your product, your opportunities. Your opportunity is mainly about how the market will change and are you able to adapt to those changes. Is there any opportunity for you to explore in the market? Is your product the unique one that can solve the problem? And threat, okay, it could be about external factors like, okay, is there any war going on in your country? For example, Ukraine and Russia, they are fighting each other, so I don't think that's a good idea to open any hotel there. So that's about the external factors. Another thing about the things inside your industry. So, for example, in the past, people are very interested in beach holiday. So they want to spend the whole day laying down on the beach to enjoy the sunshine. But it was like 20 years ago. Now people enjoy more shopping holidays where they can do shopping, buying luxurious brands and visiting around the city. So the trend of tourism will change. You're gonna need to predict that change. Like if it's going to change next year, don't do that, do the new thing. if it is going to change in 50 years, all right, we can stay in the business in 50 years, and then after 50 years, we open a new one. So that house you're going to use the SWOT analysis for. So for example, we have a budget hotel in Vietnam. Let's take this one in for example. So your strengths, because Vietnam, we are a developing country. So like, let's say we are poor. We are not rich. Developing countries. In general, people are poor compared to other countries. So when you say you have a budget hotel, yes, your strength, because the rate is very affordable. Everyone can go to your hotel. And it's a very convenient location. Why? Because in Vietnam, it's right in the middle of Asia, and like it is very convenient for different kinds of transportation. You can come to Vietnam by airplane from all the country, by the sea, by the roads. So it's very convenient. And Vietnam, it has a lot of famous destination, natural resources. So wherever you are, you can easily open a budget hotel. From the north to the south, from the middle to the mountainous area, very easy, because we are very rich in natural resources, so easy to open a hotel near something. However, weakness, amenities, like everything in Vietnam, for hotels equipment, like I don't see many brands are from Vietnam producers, like you have to import them from other countries. So it means you have to depend on the exporting companies, and you don't have any options from on the market because everything has to be imported. The room size would be small, so it's like it doesn't fit for big group. For example, like family traveling. So when they travel in a family, they're gonna need a big house, like with 2 bedrooms, apartment that the whole family can stay together. They don't want to have a room that is only one for one person. And normally for a budget hotel, the room is small. We cannot have 2 or 3 persons. Opportunities, yes, more and more tourists coming to Vietnam, and Vietnamese people, we are more willing to travel right now because the transportation system in Vietnam is getting better. Now we have the metro system in Hanoi and Ho Chi Minh, so it's easy to travel from the city center to all the cities around, easier compared to the past. Partnership with local business, yes, because this is a hotel in Vietnam, so you are Vietnamese persons, you can have good partnership with local business, easy communication. However, you're gonna have competition from other budget hotel, because this one, a budget hotel with means is a small one. Everyone can open. It doesn't require a lot of capital. So in the future, we're gonna have a lot of budget hotel, and then the competition becomes really tough. Economic downturns, yes. COVID, everyone lost their job, no money, no traveling. And the situation right now is like you see America, they are trying to apply a new tariff, a new kind of tax for every country around the world. So it means like if we cannot sell our product to America, people will have less money, and when they have less money, economy will go down, and then we will not travel. Very easy to understand. Yeah. Rồi như vậy thì phân tích cái này để mọi các bạn nhé, vào homework của mọi người nào. Sau đây các bạn, cái slide này thì chắc chắn sẽ gửi cho các bạn hết thôi, cho nên các bạn lo. Homework các bạn nhé, các bạn vui lòng về nhà là thứ nhất là đọc cái bảng sơ đồ công ty, tức là vị trí của công ty các bạn, là ai là người chủ, ai là làm vị trí gì, ai vị trí marketing, ai vị trí HR, ai vị trí vận hành. Thì đây là một cái sơ đồ các bạn có thể tham khảo, hoặc là các bạn có thể search bất kỳ một cái sơ đồ về tổ chức nào ở trên Google để cho các bạn sử dụng, và các bạn có thể follow cái đấy. Tuy nhiên cái quan trọng hơn đó là khi các bạn build cái company organization structure của các bạn ấy, thì các bạn phải điền tên tất cả các thành viên trong nhóm vào các vị trí quan trọng, và đồng thời ở những vị trí mà các bạn điền tên vào, các bạn phải mô tả rõ ràng cho thầy đó là cái skills nào cần để làm vị trí đó, và cái vị trí đó phải có trách nhiệm gì đấy, và đồng thời các bạn phải giải thích cho thầy là tại sao phải chọn bạn đấy cho vị trí đấy. For example, they want to have James for marketing department. So you have to tell what skills we need for the marketing role, what are responsibilities, and then why James is the best option for that position. Yeah. Và đồng thời là các bạn analyze cái SWOT cho cái product của các bạn. Rồi, đó là homework nhé. Cái slide này thì các thầy cô sẽ gửi cho các bạn, thì các bạn cố gắng hoàn thành bài tập về nhà của mình trước thứ Bảy, thì thầy xem qua trước để mình sửa nhé. I'm sorry, we finished like 20 minutes late today. I know that you are very sleepy, so I will not say anything more. Goodbye, everyone, and good night. Very happy to see all of you today.
Good night. Thank you.
Good night.
Bye bye.
Bye, teacher.
Hi, teacher.